And now, from Costa Mesa, California, at the Sunset 17 studio, it's time for Sunset Rewind with Kevin and Moe.
Dude, opening up with Metallica this week, Coach?
Come on, it's the CIF playoffs. Championships are on the line here, so we got to go next level and kick it up a notch. So
Edison.
that's what we're doing.
Edison in the championship.
Yeah, they had a...
Getting it done.
We got some special guests. Introduce them real quick.
Nico Bammer, number 91, the senior kicker, and Cooper Cirillo, number 58, senior offensive, defensive lineman specialist. Thank you for being here today, gentlemen. Congratulations.
Of course.
Thank you.
You know, it's also it's starting to become Charger Rewind because like all the other teams we cover kind of dipped out early. So now we're just having you guys on week after week. We're down to the kicker. Like I don't know what's next, the backup long snapper. But thanks for coming in, guys.
Of course.
So should we get this thing started?
Let's go right to the highlights.
So Edison would be on the road again. This time they're at Vista Murrieta, and I can't think of a better way to get a game started. First play after the game, after a big kickoff return by Jake Minter, the Sultan from Seattle, Julius Gillett, would take it 47 yards right out the gate. What's the mindset at that point? First play of the game, you guys had to be fired up.
Yeah, the vibes are definitely up. Everyone's fired up. If you can see the camera on the sideline, everyone's waving towels, getting hyped, so it's pretty sweet.
Send the message and send it early.
So you got all this momentum going, first play of the game, and then Vista Murrieta to be more than happy to return the favor. Now, I noticed, Nico, you're kind of kicking it inside the hashes. Was that by design, or what was...
The game plan usually is to kick it in between the hash and the numbers on the left, kind of pin him in that corner, right on top of the numbers, basically.
Were you deliberately trying to avoid anybody in particular on that kickoff return team?
Not specifically. I was trying to play to wind, and I just guess wind wasn't in the favor of this one. Later in the game, it kind of plays a factor, but right here, it was nothing even happened. They just ran around.
Well, it allows them to set the wedge up. Josh Banks sees the gap, hits it, and just like that, all the momentum. And by the way, kickers usually kind of wimp out on tackles. I got to give you credit, Nico. You don't have a shot here. This guy's got you blocked. This guy's coming. This guy's about to cut back inside. At least you take out this dude. He doesn't have the ball. Now, is that kind of by design or not? Look, he's not too happy with you, by the way.
I personally thought he maybe had the ball and just wanted to go for some knees.
Well, I
after
appreciate
that one.
the effort.
Hey, better safe than sorry, right?
Edison would come back after the touchdown. Sam Thompson's going to find Martin, the wideout, splits two linebackers. Good job by the sophomore quarterback, the lefty, threading the needle. Yep. You guys would push it down into the end zone. Ultimately, the Sultan from Seattle, Julius Gillett, getting touchdown number 2.
On the Wildcat.
That guy's been a dude for you this year, to say the least, right?
Yeah.
All right, more Edison. The defense was going to get the ball back. Third down, Sam Thompson shows he can scramble. Finds Aiden DiGiacomo, who caught it short of the first down, but he gets those yards after the catch. So keeps the drive alive. So, you know, it would continue all the way down again to the end zone. Now, I want you to watch Jake Minter. Is going to kick out this end. Wildcat formation, Julius Gillett, boom, get out.
Nice block,
now,
Jake.
Controversial point in the game. It's 21-7 Edison, 21-7.
Oh, boy.
Now, Julius is going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct. Do you tell me if this is that big of a deal? And it spins a little points, and then that's it. Then he picks it up. 2. Let's watch that one more time, because that's kind of a big deal. All right, you tell me, is this unsportsmanlike? I mean, really?
If I'm a ref, I'm not.
I don't think so.
I
That was not
understand.
unsportsmanlike.
Out of all the things.
Now,
and they
bear in
call
mind,
that-
refereeing is extremely difficult,
Yeah.
and it's not something I would ever want to do.
yeah.
However,
Same
I
here.
could never do that.
yeah, that's.
Didn't they
not
flag
a
you on the
penalty.
first play of the game?
Yeah,
like the
sideline
sideline warning.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that, like.
I'm
it was
telling
just
you, sometimes you get those crews and you just know, like, oh, these guys again. Anyway, Edison would recover. More Julius Gillett. I believe at this point that was touchdown number 4. It's 28-7. You guys are looking good. Vista Murrieta would try to get back into it. The quarterback, no, they wouldn't, because of this guy right here. Jake Minter is going to jump the route. Great read. So, you know, at this point, he gets interception. You're up 21-7. You got to be thinking we're in great shape.
Yeah.
They wouldn't waste any time. More offense this time. Shea Summers off the play action is going to drag behind the line of scrimmage. Tough play to defend.
That's a great.
That is.
You
play.
can see those backers chasing him.
Yeah, Coach Grady knows how to draw up some great plays.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, more offense this time. Guess who? Where have I heard this before? Julius Gillett up the middle, trucking defenders, pumping those knees, stiff arming. Now it's 35-7. That's touchdown number 5, and you guys are in control. So now it's kind of like do or die for Vista Murrieta. They got to get something going. Yeah. And they would. They had a quarterback, only a junior, Bryson Beaver, threw for over 3,000 yards this year. So he was the real deal.
Yeah.
He's going to drop back, buy some time. He's kind of showing off his athleticism, extending the play. finds the receiver kind of in an impromptu situation. And then from there, they would get a score before half. I want you to watch the bottom of the screen. B-Road hit Sean McCullough on a slant route. Great coverage. I mean, Minter's hip to hip with them, but,
Can't
great
defend
throw and
that.
catch
Yeah.
will always be great coverage. So 35-14 halftime. What's your mindset at halftime? You're in control, but they're in striking distance.
Yeah, it's kind of just keep doing what we're doing, fix up the little things. There are a couple of in-game adjustments we had to make, but just keep rolling, really.
Yeah.
What was the environment in the locker room like at that time?
Oh, it was crazy. It was people were living it up. It was music was bumping.
Yeah.
It was
Type.
smiles
halftime?
everywhere. Yeah, at halftime.
But you knew you had a job.
We
to
knew we had a
finish,
job
right?
to finish, and it was just getting on in the process of just ending it there.
Well, and that's what you did. You
know,
came out the second half and kind of finished it because after you got the ball back, again, guess who? Julius Gillick. Again, these are not replays. Runs over that defender. So now it's 42. That's, by the way, I was touched on number 6. It's 42-14. You're in control. And really at that point, Vista Murrieta had to become very one-dimensional, and that really allowed your defense to continue to tee off. I want you to watch this play by Carson Smith.
Yep.
I guarantee this play was made on Monday during film sessions. He's going to recognize the formation and the motion, and the second he sees that, he knows what's coming. He flies to the ball. Great job. Blows him up.
huge play for
Do
us.
you guys
too.
remember working on that at Scout?
I
mean, you're an offensive guy, so maybe
no,
not,
but you
but
just know the
3-by-1
motion's
with
coming.
motion, right?
Yeah.
Huge play for us. Too.
More defense. Matt Lopez off the edge. He's going to miss the sack initially, but he doesn't quit on the play. He gets up, recovers, strips the ball.
Look at that.
Vista Murrieta would recover it, but again, just kind of a sign of things to come all night. And then more defense. This time, Jack Knutson's kind of spying the quarterback, just looking. And once he scrambles, he's kind of got that green light to go get him. He's going to knock him out of bounds. And I'm telling you, that quarterback, all night long, the Edison defense was just too hard on the Beaver. And
Look at Matt Lopez there. They're up 42-14. He misses a tackle, gets back up, causes a fumble. I mean, when you got dedication and hustle like that, I mean, you're going to win a lot of football games when you got guys flying around the field like that.
keep in mind, going into the finals, their defense has only given up one touchdown.
Yeah.
That's against 3 playoff quality opponents.
Yeah.
They only give 1 touchdown. They're playing great ball. We have a couple interviews. Let's hear what a couple of players had to say, and then we'll talk to these guys. Let's start with the Sultan from Seattle,
Hello,
Julius
Dean
Gillick.
Ferguson here with JP West Media. I'm here with the JP West Media Player of the Game, brought to you by Sunset Rewind. Great game. How do you keep composure in such high-pressure situations, such as the playoffs?
I mean, we're built for this, you know. I mean, at Edison, we practice the same way every day, and Coach Thomas, you know, our defensive coordinator, stresses a lot that, I mean, nothing's changed. The biggest week is the week we're currently on just because it's the one that's in front of us, you know. So every single day since spring ball, honestly, we've been preparing for a championship, so this isn't new to us. There's no high pressure at Edison. Every single game is the same thing.
What do you think the team needs to improve on to be ready for the next challenge?
Personally, I think we played a pretty complete game. I need to improve my discipline. You know, I was ejected for, you know, some bull crap, honestly, but I'm now probably having to go to appeal a case to be able to play next week, which is not something I really hoped I'd be having to do. I need to improve my discipline. I need to be smarter, know the rules better, and just you know, let my work really show itself instead of doing it with my mouth or doing it with all this extra stuff. So, yeah.
How do you balance enjoying this win while staying focused on the end goal, the CIF championship?
I mean, we can enjoy it till film tomorrow. You know, that's always how we say it, is when we're rewatching the video at 8 in the morning, we're able to, you know, reminisce and have fun and really enjoy the game. But the second it's over, the second we get in that weight room tomorrow morning, it's back to work. You know, we're pretty strict with that. You know, put it in the past. You know, I mean, it's a great feeling, great victory. You know, to blow out a great team too. This was not a cupcake. You know, D3 is not a cupcake. There's a lot of good teams out here, and like I said, we've been preparing. So every week is the most important week, and it starts Saturday, as soon as that film is over. So we're ready. You know.
Great win. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, we got one more. I got to hear what my man Jake Minter had to say. Had a big interception, was a hot wing challenge finalist.
Yep.
Hello, Dean
did
Ferguson
it.
here with JP West Media. I'm here
Yes,
with
he
the JP West Media Player of the Game, brought to you by Sunset Rewind. Great win, big defensive win. How are you able to read the quarterback and anticipate the plays, especially on your interception?
You know, it's off of studying film, knowing who they like to go to. One of their favorite guys was number 10. We noticed that. Number 2 ran a quick drag, so I have 10 man basically. Drove down, QB threw it a little bit behind him. Easy pick.
How important was communication in the secondary for the win?
I mean, communication is everything. If you're not communicating, you're not doing good. I mean, just knowing what everybody's doing, what everybody's job is on every single play, and executing is just the main goal of the game, and that's what we did.
What can you say about the coaching staff crafting a game plan for the win?
Man, it's just amazing every week how good our game plan is every week. Just all the film our coaches watches and put in hours of film work every week and just get us ready for every game, and obviously it shows.
Great win.
Thank you so much.
So thank you to Dean from JP West Media and for getting those interviews, and to JP West Media for making that drive out there to Vista Murrieta.
Yeah.
Big time. So bottom line, Edison, you guys are back in the championship. The first time since, I believe, 2016 when you played
Correct.
Rob
That is
Murrieta.
correct.
That's right.
Okay.
Do you know what number championship game in school history this is for them?
10?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I read too.
Nice little tradition there.
Nice work, Coach.
You got Julius Gillick, 6 touchdowns, 250 yards, great performance. The D's only giving up 1 touchdown, like I said. They shut down a quarterback who had over 3,000 yards passing, 32 touchdowns. This is going to be an interesting championship game.
Simi Valley coming up. What do we know about them so far?
They look like a great team. I mean, they've made it this far. They got some guys for sure.
Now, we can confirm that it's going to be played at Cap Shoe, your home stadium. Talk a little bit about the debate possibly at Orange Coast College. Why did you ultimately end up where you did?
I think it was purely based on just what CIF kind of, I think it was some check to either right to either go to OCC or to Cap Shoe, and I think Cap Shoe is just the easier option.
Okay.
Not quite sure what they were planning on doing it, but we're going to love a home game. I mean,
yeah,
being
it's gonna
at
be
Cap Shoe, our home turf, you know, performing well under the lights with our fans, our crowd. And I know a bunch of other teams from around here in OC are going to come and watch us, especially being such a big game. And we're just excited. We're ready to get going.
You bring up a great point. Edison is, I'm not counting Mater Dei, is the only Orange County public school team that's left in CIF. So there's a lot of people who are on vacation who'd like to just see some good football.
Yeah,
for sure.
They come to a championship game in Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, I'm already starting to go through football withdrawals. The season's winding down.
Well,
so.
this week's interesting too. You have obviously Thanksgiving on Thursday, and you guys are going to be practicing this whole week, where 90% of high school football players aren't anymore. So that's an honor and a privilege.
Yeah.
Right.
But Friday is going to be like the first game where you're playing a game actually without going to school that day, right?
Right.
You didn't have any Saturday games this year, did you?
Exactly.
That I
No.
recall. So yeah.
Will you guys change your practice schedule at all this week as far as because you are on break? Have you talked about that?
We're trying to keep it the same as far as I know. Maybe a couple tweaks there, especially with Thanksgiving.
That'll probably be a morning
Is
walk.
there a Thanksgiving
Yeah.
practice?
I'm sure we'll have something
We have
to.
for sure.
At
for
this
sure.
point,
it's tradition.
it's at this point, it's worth it.
It's
And
an
we will
honor to
commit
be
some
practicing on Thanksgiving.
Oh, we'll
Like,
commit
not
some
a lot
time,
of people get to
definitely.
do that.
If you
yeah.
practice on Thanksgiving, then you are a darn good football team, and you're playing for a championship.
They're the only team other than Mater Dei in Orange County that's practicing this Thursday. So, I mean, you're in some elite company.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, guys, we're going to do the fan zone right after this. That will come out tomorrow. We want to thank you for coming in. We'll do a lot more
course.
back and forth, get to know you guys a little bit better. But
Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Cooper.
Charger Nation. Hey, a real big shout out. No, we'll talk about them in the fan zone.
And
Go.
remember to like and subscribe to us on our
On
YouTube
what?
channel,
Yeah, what's it called? Just
sunsetrewind.com.
making sure.
Social media, sunset_rewind. Thanks, Taryn, for all your coverage. Thank
And
you,
don't
James.
forget to check out the website.
check out the website. We'll be back again next week for another week, thanks to the Edison Chargers.
Hopefully, we're talking about
State. Yeah, right.
see.
Yeah.
So we'll see you again next week. Go Chargers. Take care and God bless. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.